Me.
All right, all right. Well, timing is everything, right? Disaster strikes at the worst time. But
And
anyway, all right, Mindy. We will take a
uh,
look here at your game tonight. Here, let's see. We got the numbers up here. UCF and Florida are facing in the NIT here. We've got Florida here favored 2.5. The total sits here at 145.5.
yeah, so I think this one should be a fun one today. If I look at UCF, they are just 4-6 on the road this season, 5-5 on the road against the spread, and 6-6 against the spread. In their last 12 here overall, Florida, they're 10-5 at home. 8-7 against the spread at home, and then only 4-6 against the spread in their last 10 here as well. Both of these teams have kind of been led by freshmen all year, so we don't kind of have to worry about too much about, if these two teams are just going to play a whole bunch of freshmen. They've already been playing all season, so we don't have to worry too much about that. And that was kind of basically due to a lot of injuries here as well. Florida is 10-1 all time versus UCF, but they really haven't played since 2012. UCF is 65th right now in Ken Palm's rankings, 49th on defense and 89th on offense. My rankings are just a little bit different. I have them a little bit lower ranked at about 77th overall. 50th on defense, though, which is a little bit better, and then 169th on offense. UCF does have some pretty good non conference win here this season. They beat Florida State, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss, and Memphis in overtime. I think that one is a huge one, like 104-103. They were also really close with Miami this season, only losing by 2 and only losing by 8 to Houston. So the Knights, they also have 4 folks that like to score in double digits. And I like those double digit scorers because I feel like we always have more consistency on the floor that way. They are also excellent free throw shooters. Now, Florida, Ken Palm here ranks them 63rd, 30th on defense, and 112th on offense. I have them ranked a little bit lower, 119th overall, 137th on defense, and 137th on offense, and 119th on defense. So it's kind of one of these situations where I kind of feel like we have a smaller school here that really kind of wants to show Florida what they have. UCF, I kind of have them with the better defense here in this one, a closely rated offense, especially with how they can shoot. From the floor. On that free throw line when it comes down to the end of the game. I think they can definitely keep this close. They are ranked 18th in the nation in free throw percentage here. I'm going to take UCF here plus the 2.5 here. That's going to be my play today.
All right, Mindy here on UCF, the underdog plus 2.5 here against Florida. This isn't an IT, so there is a home and road situation here in this one. But yeah, UCF, one of the teams here coached by Johnny Dawkins that have been one of those steady teams playing defense. You just don't get to the top of the conference, but they are competitive. I've seen some competitive games here against Houston. Against Memphis as well. So they faced some pretty tough competition. Cincinnati, I thought, had a really good season. They shot the ball very well this season. We're playing these teams twice, so they've been pretty well tested there in conference.
Yeah, sure, right. And it's not like Florida's been any slouches either. They got off to a really nice start, then had, probably their best player go down in February. So they've had a little bit of struggles, since. And I think that might factor, into this a little bit too, just that UCF is maybe headed a little bit in the different direction as we're moving through the weeks here, because I look at mine as a rolling average, kind of like how you do, Tony, that we kind of take a look at more of these conference games and how they fare. So sometimes it is trying to decide, or it's a little bit hard to try to decipher between these teams that are not like talent, right? But it's like everything that I look at here when it comes to shooting. The Knights are good. Plus they're just not really bad on the road. They're 4-1 in their last 5 here. And it's the Gators that are 4-6 against the spread in the last 10, the ones that haven't really been covering, even though I feel like, they're playing more of that consistent, talent. So that's the only thing that worries me a little bit is that talent gap. But I think just having the better shooting, the better defense, plus I've mentioned they've gone across quite a few pretty good teams here. I think we can all say, also, and also they're just better from the 3 point line. Also, I just think that all of this kind of together, kind of puts Central Florida in a place that I think, especially that they're going to be, motivated. It was only two yesterday where the home teams didn't get the victory. But if you take a look, most of those folks didn't really cover the spread either, besides Rutgers and Eastern Washington there, or Washington State. But, I just really think here that UCF has, more to prove here, and I think they're going to do that today.
Well, Eastern Washington made a huge run to cover that a huge one at the end of that one. For those of you that stayed up didn't watch that one late, that was a wild one. But Mindy here on UCF plus 2.5 here against Florida. This one here 7 Eastern time here. This is the NIT tonight. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. We've been on absolute fire here. You see the numbers here: 2,511 units of profit for 2023. That is all documented over at Tony's Picks. You can verify that by going over to Mindy's handicapper page. Go down to pick history. You'll see all the plays up there for you. Okay, we got the playing rounds still continuing here from the NCAA tournament. 8 NIT games. We got NBA on the board, hockey as well. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, so I'm excited to be in quite a few of these games here today. Had some games locked in on the overnight for sure. I wanted to make sure I got lines in before they moved. And I think I got the better of the numbers there for my subscribers. And then also took a look once we got done here with morning steam. Liked how the direction of the lines moved in my favor again. So I think we're ready, set up for some victories here today. So take a look at getting some of those packages. I put two together. One is an NIT special. The other one is going to be more of the overall. You have a little bit of the play-in game there as well. So you can go ahead and check those out. Reasonably priced at only $25 there. Also have a guaranteed best bet in the late night, in the wee hours. And then also 3 today in the NBA. Went ahead and put together a 3-pack in the NBA. Also have one best bet, so have 4 plays total, and then 1 game in the NHL. Ramon and I couldn't come to any consensus today, so we gave out a lot of free picks. So that's the good part about doing the show. So sometimes if we don't agree, we still give you 2 good ones. That's kind of the benefit there. But I think instead of buying these a la carte today, you are going to get the bigger bang for your buck if you get something a little bit longer term. I mean, if you add these up and you put in $25 here, $25 there, $15 there, you might as well just go ahead and buy a 3-day pass. It basically costs the same. And then plus, that I'm a volume handicapper, so you'll get quite a few games in order to be in action as well. So we're looking forward to having a really good rest of the week and then get geared up for the weekend. And then once you increase that bankroll, you can look at something even longer term, perhaps a month-long package where you can go ahead and get the start of Major League Baseball. I think we're all in the same boat. We can't wait. It's been hard to not, get into too much action here on the baseball cards yet. So I see lots of scoring. That makes me really happy as a fan as well. And of course, Tony, we're going to find out how it affects those pitchers. I think some will thrive with this situation of having to pitch fast, and others will have a difficult time with maybe having to, get used to, the non-slowdown. How about that?
That's right. It's gonna take some time to get used to that. Conditioning, cardio is gonna be very important this year for those pitchers. So stay away from the little liquid at the end of the games. Don't drink a loaf of bread, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. All right. For Mindy Hahne over at Tony'sPicks.com. And of course, you can see a lot of the action tonight here from College Hoops NIT up there on the board here with their packages, as well as a 3-pack here from College Hoops. And of course, NBA in action. Best bets from NHL as well as NBA. Of course, instead of buying all these plays individually, you may just get the longer term passes. The 30 All Sports Pass covers the entire tournament. All NCAA tournament premium picks here from Mindy. Also, the minor tournaments are covered. We got NIT. You're throwing in the CBI on the weekend, so there's a lot
I
happening
know.
there. And of course, we got, of course, don't forget the NBA, the NHL. And of course, there'll be some baseball. I know we'll probably take about 10 to 14 days before you get the action from Mindy, but there'll be a few days of baseball in there with the 1 month pass. And of course, we'll save you some money here when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll be able to save a 20% off your purchase. And as a matter of fact, on a 1 month pass, that amounts to about $66 when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description and click the All Cappers tab. When you do that, you'll land right on Mindy's page. So go ahead and get signed up. And also, too, we mentioned the 3-day pass. 7-day pass will get you a lot of action, too. That whittles the tournament down to 16 teams. So it's you make the choice there and just use a promo code. It will apply to all of them as well. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over on our Twitter, 26Mindy. Also, we can catch you on the morning steam. I know there'll be a Friday show here, as you'll take the day off on Monday. And of course, we can find you as well as on Discord with a bracket challenge out there.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy that we keep on thinking that we're getting towards the end of the season, so it gears down. But actually, it feels like it's ramped up more than ever with all of these, plays here today. And then, of course, because of the morning steam, I'm going to be, handicapping baseball. It may not be my best work initially, right? But that may get me in there a little bit faster as well. I'll be itching to be, making some good plays out there. So make sure you check us out on the morning steam. Again, we will be in here this Friday, so you guys don't even have to fret about that at all. But yeah, catch us on the morning steam where we go over all of the pro card. And then, of course, we have a select few from college here as well. That way you get there in the morning. We're the earliest show on YouTube. You get the line movement, you get the steam, you get the injuries. So you can definitely go ahead and make the best plays out there. Plus, you get all of your friends out there that we're just hanging out, drinking coffee with. They're going to give you their best plays as well. And we know that everyone is pretty sharp in the morning steam chat room. Lots of winners again last night, Tony. They were just coming in bragging about how good they are. So I think it's awesome, all the winning that's occurring. And I look at the chat room. I look at Ramon. I think we got a good thing going here. So we're excited for this show, and we're excited for how things are going to work here moving forward on, Tony'sPicks.com and the YouTube channel. Lots of good things here in the future. You can also find me in the Discord and on Twitter. On Twitter at Tony's Picks Mindy. You can go ahead and find another play tonight. It's going to be from the NBA, so go ahead and make sure you check that out. I did see those go out today, so they're available for you. And then also in the Discord, you can find me as well. You can ask us any questions. You can put out your plays. I prefer same game parlays, so I can cheat off of you guys and win me some cash on the side with my free plays. I feel like I might as well take advantage of those if they give them to me. And so far, we've been having lots of success. And then also, yes, we have right now the bracket challenge. Everyone that watches the morning steam, everyone that watches Game Day Picks, all you got to do is get into the Discord. The bracket challenge is free of charge. All we need is for you to get in there. We have about 15 folks right now. So don't let us have an easy time at it. We need more people to come in and help us out. And there will be some wonderful food prizes for the victors. So Ramon, he wants to, get steak and lobster, and I'm sure you guys do too. So make sure you get after it and get entered, sooner than later here. We only got, about 24 hours or so to go.
Yeah, so I'll get those brackets in. We put the link for the Discord in the chat room. I pinned it again. I had Latifah's message pinned for some reason. But anyway, we got it now pinned correctly there on the Discord. So go ahead and get signed up. And of course, you'll find a link directly there. You just go and just do a sign-in process. I mean, it's 2023, guys. You guys should know how to sign into these things. I mean, just go in there and sign in to the CBS Sports, create a username, a password, then go in there, put in your brackets. And I would suggest when you go to the brackets, when you see your email shows up, you can hide your email by hitting the settings there. So that's a little thing there. Sure. There's a little settings box, a little gear box on the top. Click it. It says, keep my email public or private. You set the private and it will hide your email. So some of those folks, I don't want my email getting out. Well, you can't do it very easily by just hitting the gearbox there on the top.
Right.
and then you'll be able to do that as well. So, again, get in the bracket challenge. I'm in there already. I already got the bracket taken care of. I did it,
Right.
and you can see there that it's
Ramon's
kind
in there. You're in there. I'm the one that's being a little bit lazy. Wait to
oh,
see all of the teams. But I mean, I'm definitely in tonight. Don't worry. Don't worry. I just haven't done it yet.
and then Tiffany.
I'm gonna get on her too because I'm going to her house. She's making me sloppy joes today, so
Nice.
we're gonna go over to watch FDU play. So we'll be watching the game together.
Nice, nice,
So I'm
nice.
excited.
That's cool. So check it out right there, guys. We gave you the Discord. Of course, get on board with Mindy for the March Madness. Fantastic, exciting times. Get all our plays there. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. Access Mindy's page. Just click the link you see in the description. Go to the All Cappers tab and get signed up. All right, Mindy, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that fine work, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
That's right. Don't miss out on any of these winners. Get in there. Buy a package now. Thanks so much.
You got it. Mindy Hahne here on a Game